Hi, this is Dr. Young. I hope you're having a great, actually I'm recording this on a Sunday, so I hope you had a great weekend. And this is going to be a short video because we really don't have much to do, or you have a lot to do, but we don't have a lot to go over because it's really weeks 5 through 7 is really a concentration on the project that you're already doing. And I see there's a lot of communication on the group project boards, and I hope that's going well for you. If there's any problems with a teammate, or if there's any issues, someone's not participating, let me know. But when you email me, make sure to put like my name in the title, because what's happening is I'm in all of your groups, so I'm getting all of your emails, and I'm not opening all of them, to be honest, because it would be just too overwhelming for me. I mean, I don't really need to know. I don't really need to know if there's a problem. I don't need to know exactly, everything you're doing, because all I care about is the final product and what it looks like. So, just keep working in your groups. All this information that I'm scrolling through is in your syllabus. I think we've covered everything. I don't really know. I haven't had a lot of questions about it. As you're working through your groups, if you have any feedback, please, that you don't want to, if you've got any issues working in the group, let me know personally. Just send me an email. I want to know if there's problems. But otherwise, all I'm going to care about is the final product and what it looks like and what information's in it. And if someone again is participating but gives very little, I need to know that too. I need to know if someone's doing a lot less than the other members of the group. I need to know that. I don't want to foster any kind of hostile team environment, but at the same time, I need to know these things. So if there's any grievances that you want to raise, please let me know. You have one discussion question, and it is, hold on, I'm on the right, yeah. Hold on, I just second guessed myself, and I haven't written any notes, of course, yet. Okay. You have one discussion question. I'm going to make the board right now, so it should be there when you look for it Monday. Sorry, there's been some issues with that. I have to log in, post the board, log out, and log back in and check that it's there. But for some reason, it's not always there when I think it's there. So, anyway, executive compensation packages involve base salary, bonuses, and performance incentives, stock option plans, perks, and possibly a golden parachute. Can you justify this widely used approach? Why? And there's some controversy in the golden parachute and some of the compensation packages that you've seen CEOs get. I remember one was, it's relative to me as I worked at GE for so long. When Jack Welch had a plane, he was his own personal perk there. So, there's things like that, and you see that in the news, and you see it in the media, and you think, well, there is the biggest disconnect between employee pay and executive pay exists now. There's an interesting article that I saw. It was basically an article about in the 50s here in the United States. They had taken measurements of salary and how just huge the gap is between your average employee and an executive in pay versus what it was in the 50s. So anyway, just kind of, if I were you, how I would approach this question is, obviously I'd do some research. I like the use of the library, but obviously, sometimes it's hard to find, not everything is conducive to an academic study and then there's also the issue of, you could find an academic study on something, but it's so old, so you might want to use that, but you also want to find some more current data that's kind of happening now, and sometimes you have to look at, like a Forbes or a Newsweek or something like that, or a business journal. Especially business journals are good. You would want to look at the latest business journals if you could find those in the library, and kind of use and mesh all of these kinds of sources to find, to get an answer that kind of talks about some of the, the structure and pay and all that stuff that's kind of maybe older, but you also want to make sure that you can relate it to current conditions, economic conditions now. So just kind of think of that, and I just want to kind of give you some starting points, just throw them out there. I'm really happy with what I'm seeing on the discussion board. I think that the conversation and the posts are great. They're well written, they're well thought out, they spur further discussion. Everyone's acting respectful. I mean, this class is going very well. So I feel like it is. If you have any questions or concerns for this week, just let me know. As always, I try to be easy to reach. I've had some I broke my phone, and of course, so if you've been trying to text my direct number, which I usually don't get often, but just make sure you're emailing me too, because really the main communication is email. The other is just if you need to get a hold of me sooner, but I do check my emails and I've answered them. So I got my phone back together, by the way, so you should still be able to text me if you need to. So any questions or concerns, let me know, and have a great week.